Hello. How are you? Fine, and you? Okay. Did you fit? Sorry? Okay, yes, me too. I'm on the four sentences. I only writing the answers. Okay. Well, let me finish it and then we compare. Ah, I didn't finish. Y dijo, no, pues les doy unos minutos. Apenas estaba viendo qué onda. Other employees are paid every Friday. Friday. ¿Cómo te quedó? No, yo puse the design shoes are made in Italy. Bueno, más o menos. Ujú. Sí. ¿La 3 la hiciste?
Okay, guys, so welcome back. Okay, so this was just a quick activity. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so you have Friday, pay every employee's other. Okay, so you have to unscramble them to build a passive voice sentence. Okay, so Carla, can you tell us your sentence, please?
Yes, teacher. Other employees were paid on Friday.
Okay, so employees are paid every other Friday. Okay, employees is my subject, are paid is my verb, and then I have the rest of the complement of the sentence, every other Friday. Every other Friday is what we would call in Spanish quincena. En inglés no existe una traducción para quincena. How can I say this? The closest in meaning to quincena, an equivalent to quincena would be every other Friday, porque así nos pagan en las quincenas. Un viernes sí y un viernes no. Okay? It's like when we say every other day. Si yo utilizo la frase every other day means un día sí, un día no. Okay? So employees are paid every other Friday. Okay? Thank you, Carla. Luisa Gutierrez, please, how about the second sentence?
Okay. Shoes are designed in Italy.
Okay, so shoes are designed in Italy. Yes, you are right, okay? Because employees that do not pay themselves and shoes do not design themselves. Entonces aquí es donde entra mucho en juego la parte de meaning, guys. Remember that we need to make sense, okay? So depending on the verb, it will depend what form we choose better. Entonces, si queremos utilizar el verbo design, no queda más que poner el sujeto como shoes, ¿ok? Entonces necesitamos a passive voice, ¿ok? Esther, please, how about sentence number 3, please?
Yes. Athletic shoes are made in China.
Okay, so athletic shoes, exactly, are made in China. Athletic shoes being my subject, okay, a compound subject. Good, thank you. Arlette, please. Number 4.
I'm sorry, teacher, but I couldn't do it. I don't know how to put in order the words.
Okay, Anna, can you help here, please?
No, teacher, I don't have it.
Alejandro?
Yes. I put a lot of shoes are produced by machinery to knit.
Close. Okay, Alberto?
No la tengo, teacher, no llegué hasta ahí, me quedé en la 3.
No llegamos hasta ahí. Ángel?
Ay,
¿Quién dijo mí?
me. I can try.
Okay, Sheryl?
Shoes needs a lot of machinery to produce it.
Close. We're getting close. Okay. Manuel, can you help? Ya estamos así a nadita de atinarle.
Shoes needs a lot of machinery to be produced.
Good. Okay, guys. So we have a couple of possibilities here. Okay, so we have machinery to produce a lot of shoes is needed. Esa possibility suena medio raro, pero puede ser. Shoes need a lot of machinery to be produced. Okay, and a lot of machinery is needed to produce shoes. Entonces, aquí podemos hacer varios ajustes. Okay, it depends on, as I said, what we want to put emphasis on. Entonces, tenemos 3 possible answers here. Okay? Problems, questions, or complaints up to here?
No.
Here it depends on what we want to make it as the subject of my sentence. La primera oración es machinery to produce a lot of shoes. Ese sería todo el sujeto. Shoes need a lot of machinery to be produced, sería otro diferente orden de palabras. Nada más shoes sería el sujeto, pero es un cambio diferente de la estructura de la oración. Y a lot of machinery sería el sujeto para is needed to produce shoes. Okay, so as I said, 3 possibilities here. Okay, good. Now, for my last sentence. Okay, so Paula, do you have a possibility here?
Maybe, I don't know.
Try. Don't worry, try.
Later shoes are selected carefully. I don't know.
Getting close, okay. Ricardo?
I wrote select later carefully for shoes.
Pero ahí no estamos usando passive voice. Acuérdense de cómo se forma passive voice.
Okay, yes.
Okay, so Jonathan? Getting close, pero de todos modos ahí tenemos un tema con él. A ver, Alejandro.
Leader for shoes are selected carefully.
close, pretty close. Nada más ahí tenemos un detallito pequeñito. Okay, so possible answer, well, no, the only answer, possible answer is leather for shoes is carefully selected. Entonces, Alejandro, you were close. Just be careful with the subject. Porque aquí el subject es leather for shoes, no shoes. Aunque shoes está en plural, porque shoes normalmente es en plural, el sujeto en realidad es leather. Okay, bueno, leather for shoes. You could say shoes are selected carefully for leather, pero esa no está correcta porque no es los shoes, sino es la piel. Leather is carefully selected for shoes, puede ser. Leather shoes are carefully selected, pero no tiene como mucho sentido. Leather is carefully selected for shoes, se puede, pero suena como muy forzada la oración. Entonces, the one that sounds more natural is leather for shoes, is carefully selected. Leather shoes are carefully selected, puede ser, pero el contexto cambiaría. Y lo que estamos diciendo ahí es que los zapatos de cuero son los que se seleccionan, pero más bien aquí lo que queremos decir es que la piel para estos tipos de zapatos es la que se selecciona cuidadosamente. Okay? So problems, questions, or complaints up to here, guys? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
No, teacher.
No, teacher.
Good. Okay, just give me a minute, please. Okay, guys. So with this exercise, we're kind of like finishing lesson 6.2, okay? And 9.2. And we're going to start lesson 3, which is entitled Superstructures, okay? So before we start, I would like you to work in teams, okay? This time, I'm going to add more people to your teams. And what I want you to do is the following thing. Just give me a minute to share, okay? I want you to discuss if you can name the tallest building in the world, the longest river, the highest mountain, the busiest airport, the fastest train, the longest bridge, and the tallest bridge. And what do you know about these superstructures? Okay, so if you can name the tallest building, what is it that you know about the tallest building? If you can name the longest river in the world, what do you know about the river? The highest mountain, the same thing. What do you know? How high is it? Or how many people does the busiest airport hold? Which is the fastest train and where is it located? Where is the longest bridge? How long is it? Or the tallest bridge, how tall is it? And where is that you can find it, etc. Okay, so as much information as you can share about these superstructures. Okay, so if there are no problems, no questions, no complaints, and stop sharing, and I'll recreate my breakout rooms. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, I'm opening all the rooms. I'm giving you like 2 or 5 minutes to do this. Okay, so see you in 5 minutes.
Hi. Very tired. Yes, it's so hard.
Yes, a little bit tired. The tallest building.
Um, I think it's Burj Khalifa, no?
Where is the
Yes.
Where is the Khalifa? In which part? Yes, of course. Okay, the second is the longest river.
I don't remember the most largest river.
Um, I think that is the Amazon in Brazil. I think. I'm not sure. Mm, mhm. Okay, okay. Okay, and third is the highest mountain.
I think it's the Everest, no?
Yes,
Is
yes,
it?
yes, me too. Mm, the bus, the busiest airport. What's the name? I know. Can you write in the chat, please? Okay, okay.
Luego,
Okay, guys, so welcome back. Don't worry if you haven't finished. Okay, we're going to talk about these superstructures in a minute. Okay, so just give me a minute. So you see, this lesson, as I said, is talking about superstructures. That's why we have been. Well, that's why I asked you to discuss what is it that you knew about the tallest building, the longest river, the highest mountain, the busiest airport, the fastest train, the longest bridge, and the tallest bridge. So, so let's see. In team number one, where I had Aurelia, Jennifer, Alejandro, and Luisa, can you name the tallest building in the world?
I forgot its name, but it's in Dubai. But I forgot its name.
The Burj Khalifa.
The Burj Khalifa. Okay, so what do you remember about this building? How high is it? Or which was the information you discussed or you talked about?
Well, it's the one that appears in the movie, and it's over 2,000 feet. And we actually talk more about the movie and the actor that was cleaned that building from the outside. That the building, yep.
Okay, good. What about team number two? Esther, Carla, Monica, and Paula. What do you know about the Burj Khalifa?
Sorry, as me, teacher?
You guys, any in the team, Esther, Carla, Monica, or Paula, what did you talk about?
About the
Burj Khalifa.
Uh, I don't talk about only, we talk about the possible names or the questions.
Okay. Arlet, Ricardo, Jonathan, what is that you talked about? The Burj Khalifa. Any interesting fact about the Burj Khalifa? Height. It is more than 828 meters high. What else? Uh-huh. Okay, so we'll see. Okay, yes, Ricardo, sorry.
It has 163 steps, I think. Yes.
Okay, good. Those are interesting facts. Okay, now, so it is located in the United Arab Emirates. Okay, as you mentioned, it is located in Dubai, and it is one of the most famous skyscrapers in the world because it is one of the tallest buildings in the world. Okay, so it is located in the central district of Dubai, and as you already mentioned, it is about 830 meters high. And it's known as the tallest man-made building on the planet because it is also the tallest freestanding structure. Okay, so you see it is very, very high. So in case you didn't know where in the map it is located, this is where it is located. Okay, so it is also, it holds more than 8 records, world records, because it also has the elevator with the longest travel distance, the tallest service elevator too, okay? The highest number of stories, occupied floors, outdoor observation deck, and many other things, okay? So that's why it is one of the world's records, because it has many, many records on it, okay? So it is also what is called a smart building because the water is used for irrigation. But it collects water from rain, and the water is used for irrigation to water the landscaping plants, for the cooling system too, and to supply the Dubai fountain, okay, because it also has a fountain in it, okay? So it was designed in 2010 to resemble the desert lily flower. Okay, so that's why it looks like a flower on top of it. Okay, and it costs around $39-40 per person to go up there into this tallest building. Okay, now the second thing we asked about was the longest river. Okay, so yes.
Sorry, how much cost?
Like $40 more or less.
Okay.
$40 for an adult and $30 for children ages 4 to 11, more or less. Okay.
Okay.
So now let's talk about the longest river. Okay. So Alberto, Angel, and Brenda, which is the longest river in the world?
We said that it was the Nilo. I don't know where
it was the Nile River. Where is it? Where is the Nile River located?
In UK? I'm not sure.
In Africa.
In Africa? Okay, it is located in Africa. How long is it? Any ideas on how long is it?
No idea. I have no idea.
You have no idea. Okay, just give me a second to share with you. Okay. So yes, it is the Nile River. It is in Africa. Okay, just give me a second. I can share this with you. Okay, so it rises south of the equator and flows northward through the northeastern Africa to drawn into the Mediterranean Sea. Entonces no va del Mediterranean Sea hacia abajo, sino más bien va de abajo hacia el Mediterranean Sea, porque acuérdense que el Ecuador is the imaginary line that breaks the earth into parts, okay? So it goes from the Ecuador to the northeastern Africa and drawing into the Mediterranean Sea. It has a length of about 4,132 miles. That means around 6,650 kilometers long, okay? And it drains an estimated of 1,293,000 square miles. That means around more or less 3.5 million square kilometers of water. Okay, so its basin includes parts of Tanzania, Burundi, Rwanda, the Democratic Republic of El Congo, Kenya, Uganda, South Sudan, Ethiopia, Sudan, and the cultivated part of Egypt. So that's why it is the longest river in the world. Okay, so what about, which was the other one? I think it was the, I don't remember. Just give me a minute, please.
The mountain.
The highest mountain. Okay, the highest mountain on earth. Okay, so Anna, Sheven, and Manuel, which is the tallest mountain, the highest or tallest mountain?
Mount Everest.
Mount Everest. What do you know about Mount Everest?
It is in Nepal, and it's almost 9 kilometers of height.
Oh, good. Okay. Anything else you know about? Where is it located?
In Nepal.
In Nepal. Okay. What else did you know? What else do you know about this highest mountain?
I was telling to my team that I heard that the people when try to climb it, sometimes the people died or had died, and it's dangerous.
It's a very dangerous.
It's difficult also. Oh, too sorry.
Okay, guys. So yes, this is a picture of Mount Everest, and as you mentioned, it is located on the crest of the Great Himalayas. Okay, of Southern Asia that lies on the border between Nepal and the Tibet, which is an autonomous region of China. So it's in the border. Es parte de ambos países en realidad. Okay, and it is above 8,848 meters above sea level. Okay, so as you mentioned, it is a very dangerous place because it has a hostile weather. Yes, Jennifer?
Sorry, I remember one of those cringe facts that you hear once, and well, it stays for me forever. Once somebody told me that in the Everest there are a bunch of dead bodies because it is too difficult to rescatar,
to rescue,
to rescue the body. They left them over there, and if you go, if you are climbing the Everest, you may see a body over some point of view during the highest points because they can't take it back. Yep, I just remember that.
They cannot recover the bodies. Yes, that's
recover.
True.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the warmest temperature during daylight is around 19 Celsius grades. Okay, and during the coldest days, it reaches minus 60 centigrades. Okay, so imagine being minus 60. So that's why it's very cold. So that's why it is a hostile environment. Okay, so have you ever, which has been the coldest temperature you have been, guys? The coldest temperature you have felt?
I think less 2 or 4.
Minus 2 or minus 4?
Minus 2 or 4 degrees.
Okay. Any other lowest temperature, guys?
Well, not me, but my sister. She studied in Germany when she was doing her master. They had usually the weather was something like minus 20 degrees in some points of, in the winter. And she says that she always felt like she was inside a fridge all of the time. But
temperatures are very hostile, so that's why people die because of temperatures. Okay, so I told you, I think I told you this, but I lived in Canada and I lived in Edmonton, Alberta, and it is very cold. There was a weekend which temperature reached minus 40 degrees, and you feel like your nose is falling, your ears are falling, everything in your body is almost, I mean, you feel like dying. Okay, so imagine minus 60 degrees. Okay, pretty cold. So also an important fact about Mount Everest, why makes it very cold, is because it can be affected by sustained winds of more than 160 kilometers per hour. So winds are go very fast, so that's why it is so cold. Okay. However, the valleys below the mountain are inhabited by Tibetan-speaking people. So they be just below the mountain, not on top of the mountain, but below the mountain. Okay. So and as you can see in the map, you can see where Mount Everest is located. As I said, it's in the border. Okay, between the Tibet and Nepal. Okay, so these are some other important cities in China, and why is it that they are important? We're going to go back to these cities because some of them hold other important superstructures. Okay, so the following question was about what? The busiest airport. Okay, so team number 1, Aurelia, Jennifer, Alejandro, and Luisa. Which do you consider to be the busiest airport in the world?
We consider, for example, that is the John F. Kennedy Airport that is located in New York.
Okay, that could be a possibility.
We consider it because New York is the center of, or what is a location that it's it's busy, or it's selected by many countries.
Okay, good. That's a possibility. Okay, Esther, Carla, Monica, and Paula, do you agree, or do you have any other busy airport?
I agree, but in my team we talk about the airport in China. I don't know about the exactly airport, but in China because a lot of people.
Yeah, probably there's an airport in China. Okay, well, before that airport you mentioned in China, the busiest airport in the world was the Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, okay, almost in the south of the United States. And it was the busiest airport in the world for the 21st year in a row. Por 21 años fue el aeropuerto más lleno de gente del mundo mundial, okay? So because more than 107 million passengers flew through this international airport in 2019. However, because of COVID, another airport became the busiest one, okay? And it's the Guangzhou Baiyun International Airport in the south of China, in the Guangzhou province, okay? So this airport opened in 2004, and last year it was the busiest airport in the world because of COVID, okay? But before that, it was this Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport in the United States, okay? So what about, which was question number 5? We were talking about, what is it? The fastest train, okay? So Arlette, Ricardo, and Jonathan, what do you have as the fastest train? And where is it located? What do you know about the fastest train?
I know the most faster train is
The fastest train?
Fastest train is a maglev train.
And where is it located?
I don't know.
In Japan? Okay. No. Okay. Any other possibility, guys? Do you all agree with this? Okay, so I did the wrong. I put my slides in the wrong order. Okay, so we have the tallest bridge in the world. So have you? Well, no, let's do something different. Okay, so I changed my slide. Just give me a second, please. I'll change it because that's what I don't know what happened here. Okay, so and what about the? I don't know, what is it that I'm doing? Have I put it or not? Oh, yes. Okay, so what about the longest bridge in the world, guys? Okay, so Alberto, do you know which is the longest bridge in the world?
I don't remember what we said on my team, but no.
Who knows about the longest bridge in the world?
The only that we said was is in China, but
that is located in China. Okay, so you know nothing else about this. Okay, just give me a second.
Teacher, I searched the name and I found that is Danyang or Danyang Kunshan. I think it's the name of the bridge.
Yes, you are right. Yes, you are right. Okay, so both of these, the fastest train and the longest bridge, both of them are located in China. Okay, so that's why I put them in the same slide. Okay, so remember you had a map of China. So you have the Mount Everest here, and you have two other important cities, which are, well, Beijing, the capital city, and then you have also Shanghai, which is a very important city. Okay, there are many other important cities, but these are the two kind of like the most well-known cities. Okay. And Guangzhou is at the bottom, in the south of the country. Okay, so this is where the second busiest airport is located, in the south of China. Okay, so the bridge opened in June 2011 and spans 165 kilometers long. Okay, so that's why it is considered to be the longest bridge in China. Okay, well, in the world, but it's the Danyang Kushan Grand Bridge. Okay, and the fastest train is also located in China, and as one of you guys mentioned, is the Shanghai Maglev, and tops the list because it gets an operational maximum speed of 430 kilometers per hour, although their average speed is 255 kilometers per hour. Okay, and it is an inner city train, and also it goes to the suburbs. Entonces funciona como un metro en la ciudad, pero también va a otra ciudad. I don't remember right now which is the other city it goes to. It is environmentally friendly. It has a lower energy consumption. It produces almost no noise because the train doesn't touch the railway line. So that's why it is quieter than most trains. And that's why it also runs smoothly and quieter than train with wheels, porque este tren no tiene ruedas, entonces no vibra, o sea, no choca contra los rieles del tren. Okay? And as I said, it goes to the airport, so tiene una línea que va al aeropuerto, and then it goes to another city. It is a magnetic levitation train. Entonces, en realidad no toca las vías del tren. Okay? So, and the we are going to discuss about is the tallest bridge in the world. Okay, so Ana, Shevel, and Manuel, which is the tallest bridge in the world? Where is it located?
I have the name and it's Chenab Rail Bridge, I think. No?
It depends. It depends on what is that we call the tallest building in the world, okay? Because we're talking about the tallest building of the world in terms of its own structure. Que su propia estructura sea la más alta, no el puente que esté más elevado de la tierra hacia arriba, sino que su estructura sea la más alta. So that's a different thing.
Okay, yes, because I found that this bridge, if you put under the bridge, I don't know how to say la base, but you can put like a towel, Eiffel, or how is it pronounced?
Eiffel Tower.
It's biggest than the tower, but I don't know. We found this.
Okay, so the tallest bridge in the world in terms, as I said, of its own structure rather than how high is it from the ground is the Millau Viaduct in France, because it stands 343 meters tall in total. Okay, so it was built. It was built in France to save some time, porque en épocas vacacionales las carreteras se congestionaban mucho y entonces para eso lo construyeron. Okay, so when you read about this bridge, you will find more information on it. Okay.
Okay.
And is a picture of the tallest bridge, okay? But you see, it is in terms of its own structure, okay? Porque sí pueden haber muchos colocados en lugares muy altos, like the one you mentioned, okay? Pero es porque une como montañas, entonces, pero la estructura no es tan alta, okay? So we're going to keep talking about these structures later on, but as I said, these are the perfect like the perfect context for the grammatical topic of this lesson. Okay, so just give me a minute to open my books. My book. My internet is unstable. I'll close my video. Just give me a second, please. Not my camera.
Teacher, I couldn't hear you very well. Can you repeat, please?
Yes, that what we have been talking about, that means superstructures, is the perfect context to talk about the grammar form of this lesson, which is articles. Okay, so we're going to be talking about articles. So there are a couple of questions on page 90, okay, on top of the page. Those questions are, what's wrong with my internet? Just a second, guys, please. I don't know what's wrong. Sorry guys, but I don't know what's wrong with my internet. Now it's going into some privacy error. Okay. Anyhow, as I said, you have some questions on page 90, on top of page 90, that says, work with a partner to discuss the following, okay? What is the largest man-made structure you have ever been in or on? And how did you feel? And how would you feel if you were at the top of a very tall building, in a tunnel deep in the ground, or in a building at the bottom of the sea? Okay, so what I would like you to do, guys, is to discuss the possible answers to these questions and There's also an exercise that is grammar articles. You have to read the text quickly and tell a partner what you found the most interesting in the reading. Well, you have already done it. The only thing you're doing is that you are discussing these questions. And then exercise 3 says, look at the highlighted words in the text and find examples for each of the rules. So please compare your rules. You also have exercise 4 that says complete this text with the, a, or an, or leave the space blank if no article is needed. And then you have a pronunciation exercise. Please compare your answers and your notes to all of these exercises before going into the actual reading section. Okay, so problems, questions, or complaints? So I'm opening the rooms. We're working with the same people, guys. Okay, so yes. Okay, so I'm opening all the rooms. Just give me a minute. Oops. Let's see, we're working. Aurel. Level we are, I mean advanced levels or lower levels, we always have problems with articles. Okay, so I don't know if you had some time to go or to browse the folder of this unit, which is folder 9. I have uploaded in unit 9 another folder which includes art explanations on articles. I'll show this to you. Just give me a second. Okay. So this is folder unit 9, and you have a folder on articles. You see, guys, here we're looking into some of the most important rules in terms of the use of articles. But here you have better, I think, further explanation on this topic. So if you feel like going into them, well, you have them here. So please take a look. We have problems with articles because articles are different. We use them differently in English, sorry, and in Spanish. So that's why we need to go through the rules of articles, okay? So I don't know why, but I cannot open my book. It says that it is, what does it say? That it is, there's like a virus or whatever, I don't know. It has to do with privacy and security and whatever. So I cannot open my book, but you have your books. Okay, so remember, guys, that we are on page 90. And you had to read the text quickly and tell a partner what you found most interesting in the readings you have here. You have the Transatlantic Tunnel, you have the Sahara Solar Farm, and you have the Belo Monte Dam. Okay, so Jonathan, about the Transatlantic Tunnel, can you share anything you have found interesting on this reading? The purpose, the objective. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Okay. Yeah, that's yes, the Atlantic Ocean. Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Thank you. Interesting for you. Okay. Okay. Well, now, right now, it is probably impossible, but we don't know in the near future. Okay. So It could happen. Okay, good. Anna, how about for you? Is there anything in this reading, the transatlantic tunnel, that was interesting for you besides what Jonathan mentioned?
No, teacher. I mean, the project was interesting, but Jonathan already said it.
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, how about for the Sahara Solar Farm, Esther? Is there anything you found interesting about this farm, this solar farm?
Yes, I think is interesting because the solar panel of the North Africa could be three times general, three times the electricity compare electricity compares with panels in Europe, and the sunlight is more dense in there. It's interesting for me.
Okay, good. Thank you. How about for you, Angel? Is there anything else that you found interesting in the Sahara Solar Farm text?
Yes. The reconstruction was very helpful to the work because in 2050 it will help to solve climate change problems.
So we should have something like that here in Mexico, right?
No.
Okay, so Luisa, how about the Montebello Dam? Did you find anything interesting in that text?
Yes, the most interest for me is the will produce 11 ¿cómo se dice? How do you say 11,000 or 11,000 11,000 megawatts of electricity. I think this I like because it reduced to the fossil fuels.
The use of fossil fuels. So we will use less fossil fuels.
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, Luisa. Arlet, how about for you? Is there anything else about the Montebello Dam which you found interesting?
I think the thing that Lisa said, because this project can help to the environment, because as she said, Brazil will reduce the fossil fuels, and all of that.
The use of fossil fuels. Okay, good, guys. So you see, we have been talking about three important superstructures, which are the transatlantic tunnel, the Sahara Solar Farm, and the Belo Monte Dam. Okay, and in these texts, articles have been used a lot. Okay, so that's why we're going into the three articles we have in English. Okay, now let's go into the rules very, very quickly. What time is it? Okay, yes, we can do this very, very quickly. Okay, just give me a second, please. So we're talking about definite and indefinite articles, okay? So let's go through the rules, okay? So, just give me a minute to share with you. Okay. So, no, this is not what I wanted. Just give me a minute. So you have the first rule, okay? The first rule says we use a and an. Remember that the a and an are considered to be indefinite articles, okay? So these are indefinite articles because, well, we're going to go into that in a minute, okay? So let's see, Jennifer, would you please read the first rule? We use a or an when?
We use a or an or n when we mention something, a singular noun for the first time, a train.
Like, for example, a train, okay? We have to be careful with a couple of things, okay? So remember, that's why they are called indefinite articles, okay? Because we're mentioning something, specifically a singular noun. Entonces no va con plurales, con sustantivos plurales, son sustantivos en forma singular, okay? And we use a or an, a before a consonant and before a vowel, okay? Entonces, we have to be careful with irregular plural nouns como child, que es children, mouse, que es mice, glasses, que siempre son en plural, jeans, que siempre son en plural, y shoes. Puedo decir a pair of shoes, pero no puedo decir a shoe, ¿ok? Porque shoes normalmente va en plural, ¿ok? And also we have to be careful with uncountable nouns como intelligence y homework, ¿ok? Entonces, that's the main use. When we mention something, a singular noun for the first time, that's the rule, pero también tiene otros detallitos que tenemos que considerar, ¿ok? Good, thank you. Alejandro, what about the second rule? Would you please read the second rule and tell us the examples you found, Alejandro?
Yes, teacher. We use the when we refer to something that has been mentioned before, and I brought the tunnel.
You have the tunnel. Do you have any other example?
Yes. For example,
which others?
The Atlantic Ocean, the train, and the sea.
The Atlantic Ocean, yes, we're using an article, but this is not the use of the rule. O sea, the Atlantic Ocean iría en otra regla, ¿ok? Pero sí tenemos the train, tenemos the tunnel, ¿y qué otra cosa tienes ahí, Alejandro?
And the anchors.
And the anchors.
Anchors, okay.
Okay. Entonces, the train, the tunnel, and the anchors are example of the second rule. We use the when we refer to something that has been mentioned before. Entonces, en el caso de train, the tunnel, y the anchors, ya fueron mencionados antes. Además de anchors, está en plural. Entonces, por eso es que también puede llevar en este caso, porque ya fue mencionado antes, el artículo de. Okay, good. Thank you. Carla, what about the third rule? Would you please read the third rule and give us the examples you found?
Yes, teacher. And number 3, with the names of some countries. The example, the United States and the United Kingdom.
And the United Kingdom. Here, guys, we have to be careful because not all countries need an article. Y nosotros tendemos a ponerle artículo a cualquier país y no es así. Okay? Entonces, you have like the United Kingdom, you have the United States. Do you have any other example which is not in the book? ¿Algún otro país que vaya con artículo de? That you can think of? Anyone, guys?
Well, I think that it could be before the Cold War, the URSS.
Okay, yes, the URSS, yes, it could. Any other? So you have, for example, the Czech Republic, you have the Dominican Republic, and as you have the United Kingdom and the United States of America. Entonces, nada más estos países que ya traen el artículo de, lo podemos utilizar, pero no me pueden decir de México, de Jamaica, de Brasil, de Perú, no, porque esos países no llevan artículo, es como decir el Perú. En español el español no suena mal, pero en inglés no. You have to remember that. Okay, good. What about which rule is it? Where are we, guys? Number 4, okay? So, Paula, what about rule number 4? Would you please read
Number
the rule
four.
number 4 and give us the examples you found?
With the name of geographical features, e.g. seas, ocean rivers, Atlantic Ocean.
Okay, so with the names of geographical features like seas, oceans, and rivers, okay? And your examples were the Atlantic Ocean, and which was the other?
The sea.
Pero which sea? Es que
Okay.
sí no es geographical feature, no es el nombre. Aquí estamos hablando de the names of geographical features. Entonces, the ocean, no, pero the Atlantic Ocean sí. The sea, salvo que haya sido mencionado antes. Sorry?
Only have Atlantic Ocean.
You only have the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, Ricardo, do you have any other example here of a geographic, of the name of a geographical feature?
The Gulf Stream.
The Gulf Stream. Yes, because you have the name. Okay, entonces, siempre que tengan el nombre, entonces sí, como por ejemplo, the Himalayas o algo así. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, so Ricardo, please, what about number 5, rule number 5, please?
With two superlatives, the largest.
Or any other example?
The most.
The most.
The most expensive, porque el adjetivo es expensive. Entonces, todos los que sean the most algo, expensive, the most beautiful, the most inadequate, the most whatever, van a estar la forma superlativa. ¿Okay? Pero no nada más por el most, sino the easiest, the cheapest. Con la forma superlativa, entonces también llevan artículo. Okay, aquí porque el ejemplo que tenemos es the largest and the most expensive, pero siempre que son superlativos van a llevar artículo de. Okay, good. Thank you. Number 6, please, Alberto.
When there is only one of something, the one that I found was the tunnel.
The tunnel, no, ese uso de the tunnel, acuérdense, es when we refer to something that has been mentioned before. Pero cuando en el mundo o en el universo hay una sola de esa cosa, ¿qué será? Por ejemplo, Manuel, do you have an example of this?
Yes, I wrote the world.
The world, yeah, the world, you have the sun, you have esos que solamente hay uno. O sea, el sol nada más es uno, por eso lleva the world, bueno, nuestro mundo, nada más es uno, por eso lleva ¿ok? Good. Cheryl, please, what about rule number 7, please?
The when we know which thing the speaker refers to. Yes, teacher, I didn't answer this because I didn't understand, but for example, could be teacher, I don't know. I didn't know how because it's just the highlighted, no? The words that are in orange.
No, not only the words in orange.
Oh, I thought that.
Well, yes, sorry, yes, the highlighted words, yes.
Could be for example, the word, the beginning of the second paragraph that say the tunnel will be, and then?
No, because the tunnel is when we refer to something that has been mentioned before. Jennifer, do you have the answer for this?
No, I don't know. I wrote the sea in that part because before in the text we mentioned the Atlantic Ocean, but I don't know right now because of what you just said.
That's correct. You are right, but that's not the reason. O sea, sí la respuesta es de sí, pero no porque ya se mencionó antes. Es de sí, porque si en esta oración yo digo de sí, ya sabemos de qué mar hablamos. ¿Qué es lo que dice la regla?
Exactly.
When we know which thing the speaker refers to.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is correct that part. Yeah.
Yes, that was correct. The example was correct. The only problem was in the explanation. Okay. Good, guys. Please go through the uses of articles. If you have some time, please take a look at the rules I already show you in Edmodo. Den una revisadita, ¿por qué? Porque hay muchas excepciones a la regla y hay muchos casos en los que podemos utilizar artículos. We're going to go through this again next class, okay? Because we have, I don't know how many rules to master the use of articles, okay? Entonces, we're going to keep working on this and we are going to start lesson 4 next class, okay? Entonces, en los equipos 1 y 4 nos vemos el viernes y los equipos 2 y 3 nos vemos el lunes, okay? And we're going to be talking about, if we have some time, we're going to be working with lesson 6.4, pero si no nos vamos a ir directamente a la lección 6.5, vamos a ver cómo nos va. Pero traten de avanzar lo más que puedan en estas 2 lecciones y terminar esta lección que es la lección 3, okay? What else? Okay, ¿quién va a presentar hoy? I forgot.
Me, teacher.
Okay, so Mónica, please. Y ¿quién va a ser mi journal para la siguiente clase? Bueno, de esta clase, perdón. Para entregarme en estos días. Okay. ¿Quién no ha hecho journal? ¿Ya todo el mundo hizo journal? Sorry, who said me?
Me, teacher, Pau.
Pau, you're writing the journal. ¿Quién más? ¿Quién más ahí se ofreció voluntariamente? Jonathan. Bueno, pero ya a esas alturas ya todo el mundo lo hizo. Pueden repetir si quieren. Okay, you can do it. Okay, so thank you, Jonathan, sorry. Thank you for the journal. Okay, guys, so Monica, please go ahead.
You using my screen?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Well, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Hernández Olmedo Mónica Andrea. I am 20 years old. I'm from Mexico City. I live in Iztapalapa. I am studying mechatronics engineering. I have 2 cats. Their names are Gordo and Flaco. Well, I love to dance ballet. I started dancing ballet at 3 years old. My favorite ballet performances are the Nutcracker, Peter Pan, Beauty and the Beast, Sleeping Beauty, and Firebird. I admire a professional dancer, Alicia Alonso. She was a Cuban prima ballerina and choreographer whose company became the Ballet Nacional de Cuba. She is best known for her performances of Giselle and the ballet version of Carmen. And my favorite series is of ballet is Dance Academy. On the Saturdays and Sundays, I go swimming. And I love, my favorite book is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. And my favorite movie is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I am Potterhead, and I have a collection, if you can see. I have books, wands, movies, backpacks, scarves, toys, notebooks, puzzles, posters. And I really like go to Six Flags with my friends. And I like going to the beach and do different activities with my family. And I like to know places with my family. For example, I traveled to Acapulco, Chichen Itza, Cozumel, El Cañón de Sumidero. and I would like to travel other places in the world. That's all.
Thank you very much, Monica. So, guys, do you have any question for Monica? So, Monica, do you still practice ballet, or it was when you were younger?
No, I used to practice.
You used to. Nowadays, you don't practice anymore.
Yeah. I have a, I don't know how do you say in English, but it's una lesión in my
Okay,
ankle.
so you got an injury. Sorry?
And I could.
You injured what?
En mi tobillo y ya me rompí un tendón.
So injured your ankle. Okay.
Y me rompí un tendón. Y ya no me pude parar en las puntas.
Too sad.
But now I take many therapies to
recover.
To recover my ankle.
Okay, good. Okay. Okay, so what is it? But nowadays you swim as like a sport, or you swim as a kind of like a hobby? Or is it part of your therapy? Is it part of your therapy? No.
Yes, both that hobby and therapy.
And part hobby and part therapy. Okay, good. Good. So nice meeting you, Monica. It's a pleasure to meet you. Okay. So who's presenting next Wednesday, guys? Nada más para que quede en mi listita. Who's missing? ¿O ya todo el mundo presentó? Who's me?
Manuel.
I cannot see. Manuel. So Manuel is missing. ¿Quién más va a presentar el próximo miércoles? Who else is missing?
Mi teacher, Carla.
Carla. Okay, so Manuel and Carla are presenting next Wednesday. Okay, and then someone else the following Wednesday. Okay, guys, so thank you very much for being here. As I said, some people will meet on Friday, some other people will meet on Monday. The idea is to try to finish over these classes, lesson 2, I think, no, lesson 3, and let's see if we can, and lesson 5. And if we have time, we'll go through lesson 4, okay, which is talking about mega projects. So if there are no problems, no questions, no complaints, guys, you are set free. See you on Friday or on Monday. Thank you very much for being here.
Teacher.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Yes.
Me quedó la duda si le tenemos que enviar el handout que nos mandó la semana pasada o no.
¿Cuál es el handout que les mandé? No, porque ya me mandaron su historia. No, porque ya me mandaron su historia. Pero algunos ya me mandaron su historia, ya la revisé, ya regresé a algunas. Entonces nada más lo que iban a mandarme era la historia.
El otro no.
El otro no, porque lo estuvimos revisando aquí en clase.
Ok.
Salvo que tengan alguna duda, lo podemos revisar. Si tienen alguna duda en específico, que algo que no les quedó claro, lo podemos ver la siguiente clase, pero no me lo tienen que mandar.
Ok.
Nada más la short story. Ok.
Thank you, teacher.
Teacher, ¿qué tan larga? Teacher, sorry. ¿Qué tan larga tiene que ser la historia? Pues
depende de lo que quieran contar. O sea, más bien de cuántos detalles le quieren agregar a la historia. La idea es que practiquemos la mayor cantidad de narrative tenses que ya vimos en su historia. Entonces, mientras más tiempos puedan agregarle, pues mejor. Pero depende más bien de la historia.
Ok.